Welcome to our weekly trade forecast, where we're going to look at all the currency pairs that I usually trade to break down, looking for opportunities for next week. All right, so make sure you watch till the very end as I break down everything I'm looking for and everything else. All right, so let's get started right now. So the first pair we're going to look at is gold right here, XAUUSD. Let's start from the higher time frame. Let's see what is happening on the higher time frame, and let's decide whether we're actually going to see some opportunities that we can trade from here. All right. So the first thing I always do is to make sure that I'm trading in the overall direction of the market. So from this particular perspective right here, you can see that we're looking at a long-term uptrend right here. So let's get this. We mark the highest high, and then so we mark the lowest low right here. So those are our extreme highs and lows on the higher time frame. This is on the daily time frame. Let's drop to the 4-hour time frame. Let's see if we're able to see anything interesting on this particular market. Okay, so on the 4-hour time frame, let's see what is happening. So we are still exactly seeing the same thing on the 4-hour time frame. Okay, let's drop even further. Let's go to the 1-hour time frame. 1-hour time frame. What can we see from here? So what are the highs on the H1 right here? So you can see that we have that high right there, and then we also have this high right there. Very, very interesting. So you can see that right now, since we created this low, we've been trying to push to the upside right here. So for now, from this perspective, we can look for buying opportunities since the 4-hour time frame, the daily time frame, and the 1-hour time frame are aligning, right? So let's look for buying opportunities. So talking about buying opportunities, you can see that this level right here, we had a nice drop base and a rally that eventually ended up going to actually take out this high which was created, which is very, very important. Okay, so we have that high there, the block of structure right there, and then we also have this level right there. So this is our lowest low. Now we have to go on the lower time frame and find our order block that we can actually wait for the market to actually push to that particular area. So now we go to the 30 minutes time frame, and we look for our order block. We also look for liquidity. So can we identify any sort of liquidity right here? Let's go to the 5 minutes time frame. So you always have to do your multiple time frame analysis in order for you to first find your order block, and then once you find the order block, you have to find your liquidity and everything else. So for my order block, you can I've spotted this level right here. So we get the high and the low of this last candle. We take it to the right side. Okay, we take it to the right side, and now we have that order block. Let's see how many pips that is. So from here to here, that's about 25 pips. It's okay since we're dealing with gold. Let's drop to the 3 minutes time frame, and we see if we're able to find something right there, because I always like to refine my entry so that I have the best entry possible, right? So on the 3 minutes time frame, let's see if we're able to get anything at all. So let's zoom in again. So basically, we're still seeing that same level right there. So that's okay. That's our order block. Now we look for our liquidity. So what liquidity can we spot from here? So as you see that this level is fresh. It hasn't been touched yet. So that is pretty important. So that will be our target. And then that will be our, so we can just extend this to make this our low and everything else. So you can see from here, our goal will be to actually buy from here and then to target these highs right there. And then yeah, so basically now our stop loss has now increased to about 30 pips on gold, which is pretty just fine. So we just do this to allow price movement, and then now we're just going to wait and see how the market reacts if it comes to this level right there. You can see that the market is somewhere here. So if we got our fib and from the low to the high, you can see that we are in our premium zone. So this order block is in our premium zone, which is actually good. So for now, we can identify some sort of liquidity. Let's see what liquidity we can actually find from here. So you can find relative equal lows right here. These are relative equal lows. This can be liquidity, and then also this level right here. So we want to see the market come to actually take out this. And then once that has happened, then we'll be able to actually wait for the market to pull back into this area and then give us some sort of confirmation on the lower time frame. Then we'll be able to get involved right there. So this will be my plan on gold, since the day time frame is aligning with our overall trend direction. The 1 hour is aligning, the 15 minutes is also aligning, because we saw a nice drop base rally. So let's go ahead and actually finish up our analysis from here. So that's a drop base rally there. Then we have a lower low here. Okay, we have our lower low right there. So we have a drop base rally, which is the broke of structure to the upside. We have this the market pulling back here, creating more liquidity. And then for now, we just have to wait and see how the market reacts as it comes into this area right here, because we know the overall trend is still to the upside. Okay, so that's my idea on gold right here. Let's see if we can actually do as many as possible. So let's go to the next, which is the NZUSD. We start from the daily time frame as usual. Let's zoom out all the way and then see where the market is going overall. So you can see that the overall trend on this particular trade seems to be we seem to be bearish. You can see that we've been pushing to the downside on NZUSD. So let's zoom in from here. Let's mark our highs and our lowest lows. Those are always important because those are always act as magnets. So if you go to the daily, and then we can mark our highest highs and our lowest lows right there. So this is our highest high and this is our lowest low currently. And you can see that the market is nearer to our highest high, which is interesting. So from here, we go to the 4-hour time frame. Let's go to the 4-hour time frame. And then what can you see from here? We still are looking for that bearish scenario, because the overall trend is to the downside. So let's drop to the 2-hour time frame. So we're basically looking for structure that we can actually trade from. So on the 1-hour time frame, let's see. So I'm not really seeing anything significant that is actually enticing me to actually look further. So you can see that the market is white here, and then we have our highest high on top here. So on this one, really, the only way I would be interested if the market put back all the way here, and that will take a little bit of time. So you can say from here to there, it would be like 70 pips, quite a bit of time. Okay, so for now, I'm just going to let this one be, because we don't have any nice rally-based drop structures where the market can actually pull back to. So because of that, I'm not going to go ahead and analyze anything. I'm just going to leave it like that. So you realize once I have a setup, I usually market trade, because that's where that's a level that I would like to actually trade from. So the next is GBPUSD. Let's see what we can actually see from here. GBPUSD, let's see. That's we are on the daily time frame right now. And what can we see? So we have a little bit of a downtrend going on right here. And then now if you look, even if you zoom in a little bit further, you see that we are seeing also an uptrend happening on the daily in recent times, right? So that is very, very interesting to actually note. So as well, let's go ahead and mark our lowest low and our highest high right there. So you can see that we are somewhere in the middle of this market right here. So this is looking like a bullish trend. Now let's draw to the 4-hour time frame. So 4-hour time frame, we are still seeing the market keep on pushing to the upside. As you can see from here, we are seeing the market giving us a nice rally-based drop. We're able to see the market giving us high highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. And if you look closely here, I'm not seeing any bullish order block that I can actually trade from. So if you drop to the 2-hour time frame, to the 1-hour time frame, of course the market is bullish, but there's no significant area. There's no proper POI that I'm able to notice from here. There's nothing really. There's nothing. So I don't like wasting my time when I don't see anything. I honestly just have to go to the next, because I'm not really finding anything right now. So we're going to leave GBPUSD just like that. We're going to go to the next. which is a USD card on the daily time frame. So on the daily time frame, what are we looking at right now? So one thing about the market is that your setup will literally pop. It will just show itself. You don't have to like spend time looking and everything. So this is a USD card, and from the daily, we can see that we've been pushing to the upside, right? So it'll be wise for us to look for buying opportunities. It's just wise, right? So let's remove that. Then let's look at our highest high and our lowest low. So our highest high will be there, and our lowest low would be here. Okay. Let's go to the 4-hour time frame. And 4-hour time frame, what are we seeing from the 4-hour time frame? So you guys, it's very, very, very important you do your multiple time frame analysis every time. Every time. So USD card, we have this level right here, which is the lowest low and the highest high right there. Anything interesting? Honestly, I can't see anything. I'm not able to appreciate anything right now. So yeah, so let's see this. Okay. So remember, we're looking for buys, but you can see that we have a very, very strong drop to the downside and a sharp move to the upside. That is interesting. That's what I like to see. So I'll note that. Okay. I'll note that. And then the highest high recently is that level right there. Okay, great. So let's go to the 1-hour time frame. So I've noticed this because it's really, really important, because we have this nice broad base drop with this sharp down to the downside, and then we have an immediate push to the upside. And then this immediate push caused what? A break of structure to the upside. Very, very interesting, which makes this level here very interesting. So it means that we'll have to wait for the market to pull back into this level right here. So what we do, we get the high and the low of the last candle, and then we just simply take it to the right side, and then we just wait. So I usually I like to do this to give it more wiggle room, so that as the market pulls back, we're able to catch all that movement. Okay, let's go to the fade up to the lower time frame. So for now, this will be like what? How many pips? This will be like 24 pips. I don't like trading. I don't like taking trades with bigger stop losses on currency pairs. Unless gold and other indices, yes, I can do that. So for now, we have to further go to the lower time frame so that we can refine that stop loss right there. So so you can see that we are still a little bit of bigger over stop loss. So we have to go further. So let's go to the 3 minutes time frame until we find that nice refined order block. Okay, so if we don't find, then we'd have to wait for the market to do something on the lower time frame. So we are still having that big stop loss. Let's go to the 1 minute time frame. 1 minute time frame, what can we see on the 1 minute? Let's see if we can able to actually see something on the 1 minute. So because it seems like there was this nice big wick which was created right here. So because of that, we are not really going to actually have a nice small stop loss right here. So this has been reduced from 24 to how many pips now? Like 23, nothing much. So in such scenarios, that's the bigger order block, right? So it means that as the market comes back in my area right here, I'll be able to actually have that confirmatory entry, which is going to give me a bit of a smaller stop loss. So for me, I would wait for the market to pull back here. Once it comes here, I want to find a change of character, and then once that happens, then the market comes to my area, I look for buys. Otherwise, I don't trade with stop losses above 10 pips on currency pairs. So this is my idea on USD card. I'll be looking for buys right here. Let's do that. Of course, not of this big of a stop loss. I would wait for a change of character on the lower time frame, which will make my stop loss much, much, much smaller. I hope you understand what I mean. And yeah, forgive my voice, my horsey voice. I'm sure I'm not used to this horsey voice because I have a flow right now. And if you can pardon me, I would appreciate that. So that's our lowest low right there. Yeah, so we have a drop based rally, we have a break of structure. Let's see what else we have, what other confluences we may have right here. So you can see that we have this low right here and we have this low. This can potentially act as liquidity. So we're going to wait for the market to pull back somewhere into this area, and then we'll look for buying opportunities from that level right there. Yeah, so that's my understanding, and that's what I would like to see on this particular trade. If that happens, that would be really, really good. Okay, so we'll mark this as a potential buy on USD card, and then we move on to the next. So the next will be Euro USD. So let's look what is happening on USD right here. Let's see what we can actually find. So let's go even further to the daily time frame and everything. So as we are going through pairs, you're going to realize that some pairs will show you buying opportunities, some pairs will show you selling opportunities, and that is extremely, extremely normal. Okay, so you can say that I was already looking for something here, but let's start from the very, very beginning. So it's actually normal that the other pair will show you buying opportunities and another pair will show you selling opportunities. That's going to happen. So how do you deal with that? You deal with that by simply waiting for the market to eventually show you exactly where it wants to go. Remember, you and I don't know where the market is going to go eventually, so we are all speculating. So it's all about waiting for the market to actually show its hand first before we can actually do anything. So on the daily, on the Euro USD, that we are able to see that the market is still showing us bearish momentum on the daily, right? You can see that the market is bearish on the daily time frame, and then however we're able to see a little bit of a push to the upside right there. So what do? We mark the high and the low of the recent price action. So that's the highest high, and then we have the highest, the highest high and the lowest low right there. So this is what we're dealing with right now. We're dealing with this right now. Okay, and then what we can see, we can also see an immediate high right here, which is very, very interesting because it's giving us a nice drop based rally, and you know that the overall trend of this particular market is to the downside. So it's interesting to actually see this kind of big momentum happening there. Okay, so for now, what do? We go to the 4-hour time frame. Let's see what is happening on the 4-hour time frame. We actually see on the 4-hour time frame what is happening, because we're able to note that there was a big momentum candle on the 4-hour time frame. That was really, really nice to see. So that would be interesting to see how the market reacts as it pulls back to this particular area. So we have a nice rally base drop. You're able to, let me see if we're able to see it there. So let me just zoom in right here. So this is what I'm talking about right here. So we have a nice rally based drop supply zone, and clearly this is a lot. It has a lot of inefficiency, which means that the market is most likely going to pull back into that particular area before proceeding. Okay, so considering that our daily time frame is bearish, then it will be very interesting to actually see how the market reacts to this. So it will mean that I'll be looking for selling opportunities here. Okay, so I'll take this all the way here like that. So let me see. I don't want to make this video very long, because if I have to go through everything, I telling you this video would be like 2 hours, and I don't want to bore you like that. All right, so let's make this our last video. I'm sure I've been recording now for more than 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Let's see. So let's make this our last analysis, right? So we have a nice rally base drop right there. Okay, and then so let's just go ahead and just mark this, and like that. Then we have a break of structure here. I have a break of structure right there. Okay, we have a break of structure right there. And then we have a rally base drop right here. Of a rally base drop right there. Yeah, pretty much. Okay, then now let's find out how many pips this is. So if we have to sell from there, and I'll put our stop loss somewhere here, let's see how many pips that will be on the remember, this is on the 4-hour time frame. This should be like 21, and you already know I don't trade big stop losses like that on pairs like Euro USD. So what do I have to do? You already know I have to refine it. I have to go to the lower time frame to find the order block that caused this change of character. So I'll go to the 30 minutes time frame. Let's check out the 30 minutes time frame. Let's see what is happening there. So that we can zoom in on this level right here and find out exactly where the market actually caused the break of structure. So let's try to see what is happening here. Let's give it a bit of time for it to load, and then we'll be able to actually see exactly what is happening here. So on the 4-hour time frame, we are bearish, and then we've encountered this level right here. So let's zoom in right there. Okay, we're still seeing that. However, we can now do this. We can now refine this like that. Like that. I'm sure if this is now a little bit smaller of a stop loss than the previous one. So you'll find that now this is like 10 pips. I'm comfortable with that. Okay, I'm comfortable with that. So let's go back to the 4-hour time frame. Now on the 4-hour time frame, this now looks a little bit smaller. So we are going to now wait until the market pulls back into our zone. And once the market has come to our area, we'll make an informed decision, because the market can do anything at any particular time. You must be able to understand that the market will do anything at any particular time. So right now, this will be like 12 pips stop loss, and our target is really big, because we're looking at all this here. This will be like how many pips? Let me just see. This will be like 740 pips. Like that's a lot, guys. That's big. So what are we doing right now? We're just simply going to wait and see how the market reacts as it comes into this area. So from here, on the lower time frame, we'll be able to find that change of character on the lower time frame, and then we'll be able to actually execute if the market actually decides to come into our area. Remember, we'll be seeing this market push to the upside. This can be taken out. Anything can happen, like I always say. So for now, we're just going to wait and see how the market reacts as it comes into my area, and then definitely this is going to be shared in our private community once the market has actually come to our area, and where to take a trade or to just avoid. That decision is going to be made and communicated in our Telegram private community. And if you'd like to be in that community, the first link in the description gives you access to our M&F Mastery course, which comes with lifetime mentorship and lifetime signals. And if you'd like to chat with me directly, there's a Telegram link right there. Make sure you check it out. And also, before I actually go, there's a lot of scammers out there using our logos, using our names. Make sure you don't fall prey to that, because yesterday I received a message of someone telling me they've been scammed with about 1,250 US dollars, with someone claiming to be me, claiming to offer investment opportunities where they're willing to like give you 20% in a week of just investing your money. Guys, don't fall for such scams. We don't offer any investment opportunities. The only thing that we offer here is mentorship, signals, and ebooks. That's all. All right, so don't fall prey. Make sure you do your research before you actually trust anyone. All right, you guys, and I hope you found value in this video. If you have, make sure to subscribe, like the video, comment in the comment section. And for the rest of this focus right here, this video is going to be too long, so I'll just cut it from here, and then I'll be able to share this on Facebook, Telegram, and everywhere. All right, you guys, I hope you found value. If you have, make sure to subscribe, like the video, comment in the comment section. Until next time, goodbye.